Okay, here we go, ladies. Holly, what's your list of values? Please share. So, when I am text messaging on the apps with the guys, I have a kind of a list of questions that I run through with them before I agree to a date. And I don't do it like a robot, obviously. Like, you got to feel out the moment and the time for the question and how to do the question. But here's my list. So this might be a few videos in a series here. But let's go through the ones that I feel are important to ask the man before the first date.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie. Asking questions is important, no doubt. But let's manage expectations here. After 50, dating for women is no longer on recruit mode. It's more akin to regular, and in some cases, hardened mode. My point is, women should be more realistic, as in not having a laundry list of questions. And before one of you ladies jump all over me for saying that, let's keep it real and recognize women's questions revolve around their requirements of a man. When you were young, you could throw some demands around with men, depending on how attractive you were. That's past tense in the history books, many a seasons ago. Now in your 50s, you have less to offer of what men actually want.
Number one, first question, I ask him what his intentions are. And I respond with, I'm looking for a life partner. Marriage is a possibility, but not a necessity. I want a best friend who will enjoy an adventurous life with me, an active person, a passionate lover, and I want a partner in life responsibilities. Points for being funny and a fun uncle to my kids. The goal is to scare off the men who don't want a family and don't have the same intentions as me, and hopefully have them be honest with me about if they're just dating casually or they're wanting to look for a life partner. Next question, spirituality. I say, I'm a deeply spiritual person, but I'm not at all religious. I have a degree in biblical studies and became a youth pastor, but I have not attended church in 13 years. Long story. Believing that I might have this one life to live, I don't want to leave a stone unturned. So I dabble in some Buddhism, agnostic, Unitarian Universalism, and Christian Universalism. So if he comes back and says, oh no, you should be attending a church like my church, then I know, oh, okay, no, thank you. Next.
Looking for a life partner / family man? That ship has sailed. Men that age who are looking to start a family are not going to wife up a woman in her 50s. If they want to start a family, they will look for a much younger woman to start a family with. That's just logical. I mean, fam, if you were in your 50s and still single, you may want to reevaluate that goal. Spirituality! On top of you wanting a family man at that age, he can't be religious to a specific deity. What else do you want there, Queen? Does he have to be buddies with the Dalai Lama and go fishing with the Pope every couple of months? Let me repeat, ladies, manage expectations for dating at the age of 50.
My third question before the first date is about politics. I say, I'm a libertarian. I'm financially conservative, but socially very liberal. I'm not a fan of Trump, and I'm not a fan of Biden either, unfortunately. I am an ally for minorities, the LGBT community, and women's rights. I am pro-choice. If they're really dogmatic about their politics, oh, it's going to come out right now. Okay, based on what I said. Great. Show me exactly who you are so I can decide if I want to move forward with that. Number 4 is children. I say I love my kids and I have them every other week, Friday afternoon to Friday afternoon. I have a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old, and 14-year-old twin boys. When I do have my children, they do consume a lot of my time. They are my priority, and I don't expect the man I'm dating to meet my children until we're exclusive. This helps me find out what their relationship with their kids is like, and that is key. If we're not the same on those 4, we're not going on a date. So now go to part 2.
If a woman decides to talk politics in the first date or before it, that is an automatic red flag. To my male viewers, politics is one of the worst subjects you can bring up on a first date. It's up there just behind talking about your ex. If she insists on the subject, know she is going to either discard you if you are not aligned with her perfectly, or discard you if you try to fake it. Just take the hint and walk away. The kid situation is probably the best expectation management, she said. Completely agree with it. And to be honest, most men that age are thinking, I'm dating you, not your kids. I'm good with not meeting them for a long time. Moving on.
Date update. Went on my date last night. He showed up. He looked just like his picture. I met this guy in Bumble. It was first date. Super cute. We had great conversations, laughing, like all that little, touchy-feely type stuff. And I was like, I really like this guy. Like this could, be a good second date. And he ordered a drink, asked me what I wanted to drink. And I was like, oh, obviously I'm not drinking right now. I'm on prep for a competition I have in October. Again, not a big deal, right? Like, I normally drink, but not a big deal. Didn't think it was a big deal. Night goes on. About an hour and a half later, he's like, hey, I'm really sorry, but my buddies called and want me to go hang out and party with them tonight. And I just don't feel like this is working out because you're not drinking it. I am. And I just need to be with somebody that is, if I'm drinking, they can drink and we can just like have a good time together.
Fam, within the first minute, I am convinced my male viewers understood exactly what was going on. Ladies, I will break it down for you. She swiped right for a Chad. Super cute! Being the key words there for that giveaway. After an hour and a half, it wasn't his buddies pulling him away. He had a backup date already set up. The guy was an experienced dater. Obviously, women at any age go for the players. He had already figured he wasn't going to get what he wanted. He decided he was going to go with plan B. And he wasn't going to give her any additional attention. If I missed anything, put it in the comments. The point is, ladies like her who keep picking the same type of guys are the ones asking, where the good men at?
I'm like, you're not having a good time just sitting here talking? He's like, well, I am, but, I'm getting buzzed and I just saw this night going different. I thought we would get drunk together. And I'm like, it's a Wednesday. Like, I go to bed. I have work in the morning. He's like, yeah, I don't have to work till really late. And anyways, and then he just said, good night. He gave me a hug. And then I walked out of the restaurant all by myself. So, I don't know. Thoughts? Like, is it that big of a deal that I don't drink? I don't know. You guys tell me. I mean, I drink, just not right now. I didn't think that was a deal breaker for a first meetup date. Anyways, you guys tell me.
Really? I mean, really? Ladies, welcome to dating on a harder setting. Men get flaked on, ghosted, and walked out on from day one of dating. For women in their 50s who are supposed to be experienced and mature, some of you need to make a video and post it on the internet because Chad walked out on you? Oh, and it is obvious she was attracted to him, which makes me think he knew that along with knowing the amount of work she was thinking of putting him through. And he decided, nope, not worth my time. Maybe if she was 20 years younger, he might have stuck around, but Mother Nature gives women their gifts and Father Time takes them away. Don't threat, ladies. You still got game at 50. Keep swiping on those players and ignore the regular guys. It's not like the end results are going to be the same, right? Moving on.
Dating at 50. Tips if you want to date an older woman. Set a date in advance, plan it, be on time, and be ready for the date. Also, don't drop in. Don't drop by, and don't call out of the blue. She is elbows deep in her responsibilities, and you are interrupting. And lastly, make sure that your place of habitation, where you sleep, where you hang your hat, has a trash can in the bathroom, a hand towel, clean towels available, and every other thing that a grown-ass adult would have available. If you need a list, you're not there.
What else can he do for you, queen? Does he have to give you his credit report too? Ladies, let me provide my public service of the day. Dating at 50 isn't about what men need to do to date you. It's about what you ladies need to realize to get a man for an LTR after 50. The first thing is, he's not going to bend over backwards for you. Why would he when he can date a younger woman? The point is, ladies, the men who are willing to date you are either higher value guys who know it and will walk out on you the moment you act up, or the lower value guys who will put up with shenanigans for a while, but all of you think you deserve a higher level guy. Let me explain it differently. You are basically thinking you can keep the man you want by offering a tour of a 50-year-old plus dry desert, when in reality the guy you want can go and explore the waters of a younger tropical beach. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.